Jake Paul just dropped a bombshell, and it's not looking good. In a shocking turn of events, Jake Paul has officially called off his highly anticipated fight against Mike Tyson. The bout, scheduled for November 15, 2024, at AT&T Stadium, was set to be the biggest challenge of Jake's career. But now, it's all crashing down after a suspension rocked his entire camp. Yeah, you heard that right. Jake Paul has been suspended. And just when fans thought the drama couldn't get any worse, new rumors have surfaced that Jake's recent knockout win over Mike Perry might not have been clean. That explosive KO that had everyone talking? It's now at the center of a growing controversy, with whispers that Jake was juiced up during the fight. Now, instead of facing the music, Jake seems to be falling back into old habits. He's back on social media, posting goofy skits, fake training montages, and even chowing down on Wendy's, anything to draw attention away from the scandal brewing around him. But fans aren't buying it. What was once a calculated rise through the boxing world is now starting to look like a crumbling house of cards. Jake Paul's image, built on shock value and viral moments, may be taking a hit he can't shake, off this time. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Is this the beginning of the end for the problem child's boxing journey? Let's break it all down.
Wanting to see me fail for literally like they're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God, it's just the most thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of money for no reason. And I'm like, it just pisses me. And then,
so yeah, Jake Paul just officially called off the fight with Mike Tyson. The one everyone was hyped for? It's done. Canceled. And honestly, after his suspension, he really didn't have much of a choice. He's been sidelined whether he likes it or not. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of doing the usual damage control, apologizing, offering an explanation, or even just acknowledging the situation, Jake's doing the exact opposite. He's pulling from his classic playbook, one distraction after another, hoping to shift the spotlight away from the mess he's in. And yep, it's just as chaotic as you'd expect. Rather than laying low or grinding in silence, Jake is out here dropping fake training videos on social media. No joke. In one of the most bizarre stunts yet, he posted clips of himself training for the Tyson fight, while wearing a fake belly. That's right, a full-on prosthetic gut, bouncing around like he was gearing up for a comedy skit, not a heavyweight clash. It's vintage Jake Paul, trolling instead of talking, deflecting instead of owning up. But this time, with a suspension hanging over him and serious questions about his last fight still swirling, the antics might not be enough to save his image. So the real question is, how long can Jake keep dodging the fallout before it finally catches up to him? But get this, Jake's not just posting fake training videos, he's mocking Mike Tyson in the process. Remember that press conference back in May, when Tyson called Jake fat in front of the cameras? Well, Jake clearly hasn't forgotten. And now he's turning that jab into a full-on joke. In his latest stunt, he's rocking that fake belly during training sessions on purpose, clearly trolling Tyson and turning the insult into part of his act. It's classic Jake Paul: spin the shade into content, mock the moment, and try to stay one step ahead of the headlines. But here's the thing. While Jake's out here playing the clown, fans are still waiting for answers. The suspension, the canceled fight, the doping allegations from the Perry bout, none of it's been addressed. And every new joke just feels like another dodge. At some point, the act might wear thin.
You're fat, Jake.
Get this. Jake Paul is out here lifting weights with a giant fake belly, clowning around like his suspension doesn't even exist. It's peak trolling. But that's not even the wildest part. He's also been posting videos of himself working out with, wait for it, fake weights. Yeah, you heard that right. In one clip, Jake's pretending to bench what looks like 500 pounds. But here's the thing. Anyone who's ever stepped foot in a gym knows that if you're really pushing that kind of weight, the bar bends. In Jake's video, the bar stays stiff as a ruler. Translation, totally fake. No resistance, no strain, just pure performance for the camera. So now he's not just trolling Mike Tyson, he's trolling the boxing community, his fans, and pretty much anyone expecting him to take this fight seriously. He's acting like nothing's wrong, like there's no suspension, no canceled fight, no doping allegations hanging over his head. And as if the fake training videos weren't enough, Jake's been flaunting his fast food binges on social media, Wendy's, McDonald's, you name it. It's like cheat day is every day. We're talking burgers, fries, late-night runs, all while he's supposed to be in camp for the biggest fight of his life. While real pros are grinding in the gym, Jake's out here making skits and scarfing down Big Macs. You seriously have to ask, is this some next-level trolling, or has the circus finally taken over the show?
New PR, 500 pounds. I'm the strongest heavyweight in existence. No. Let's go, Jam! Let's go, Jam! This is it. Come on. Lightweight! Lightweight! Come on. Ooh. There you go. You got that. Down low, better play, better pick.
Let's be real. Jake Paul has never been one to play by the rules, whether it's inside the ring or out. And right now, he's leaning hard into that rebel image. Instead of addressing the suspension, clearing his name, or even acknowledging any wrongdoing, Jake's doing what he does best, causing chaos. And honestly, it's working. People are talking more about his fake weights, his fast food binges, and his over-the-top trolling than the very real fact that his boxing career is basically on pause. But now, let's shift gears, because it's time to break down why. Jake Paul got slapped with that suspension in the first place. This is where things get serious. Rewind to July 20th, 2024 in Tampa, Florida. Jake stepped into the ring with bare-knuckle brawler Mike Perry in what was supposed to be a gritty, high-stakes fight. The problem child came in with his usual swagger, but by round 6, boom, Perry was flat on the canvas. A brutal knockout. Jake's hand was raised. The internet went wild. But behind the scenes, a different story was unfolding. Whispers of foul play began to circulate almost immediately. And soon, rumors turned into investigations. Allegations emerged that Jake may have been using banned substances in the lead-up to the fight, performance enhancers that could explain the unusually dominant power he showed that night. And that's when the suspension hammer came down. Suddenly, Jake's win wasn't just controversial, it was under scrutiny. The KO that made headlines was now part of an official inquiry, and just like that, his momentum hit a brick wall. So while Jake keeps clowning for clicks, the truth is starting to catch up to him. The antics might be loud, but the silence around the suspension? That says everything.
Please have 55 McDoubles, 25 fries, 100 nuggets, and 15 shakes.
Actually?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just 1 second.
Hey, what up?
Okay, you have said 25 what?
25 fries. Actually, make that 40.
Okay, let me 1 second.
What up, bro? I love you. I love you. You can pay for my McDonald's? I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Would you like any drinks or anything like that?
No thanks.
Anything else for you today?
No thanks.
Jake walked away from the Mike Perry fight like a king, riding high on fan hype and headlines praising his knockout power. But fast forward a few weeks, and that victory? It's being wiped from the record. And here's why. Jake Paul wasn't fighting clean. That explosive KO? It wasn't just about raw strength or refined skill. Jake was juiced, caught with not 1 but 2 banned substances in his system. Post-fight testing revealed traces of ostarine and 19-norandrosterone, both substances that are strictly prohibited in boxing, and basically in every legit sport around the world. Let's break it down. Ostarine is what's known as a SARM, a selective androgen receptor modulator. Sounds complicated, but here's the deal. It helps you build muscle fast, recover quicker, and gain strength like you've been training for years. Even if you haven't. It's a performance enhancer, plain and simple. 19-norandrosterone is even worse. It's a byproduct of nandrolone, a notorious anabolic steroid used to supercharge endurance, power, and muscle recovery. In other words, it turns fighters into machines. But it's completely illegal and wildly unethical in combat sports. And let's be clear, The amounts found in Jake's system were way too high to be explained away by a contaminated supplement or an honest mistake. This wasn't accidental. It was deliberate doping. Jake Paul was looking for a shortcut, and for a moment, it worked, until it backfired big time. Now, let's talk timing. Jake was just months away from what was supposed to be the defining moment of his career, a headline bout against Mike Tyson on November 15, 2024. This wasn't just another match. This was the fight that could have put Jake on the map as a real, credible force in boxing. Tyson, a living legend, one of the most feared heavyweights in history, was set to face off against the YouTuber-turned-fighter, and fans were ready. Pay-per-view was projected to shatter records, and now, it's all gone. Mike Tyson has made it very clear. He's not stepping into the ring with a cheater. This is a man who's fought his way through hell and back, who built his name on raw talent, hard-earned power, and undeniable grit. Tyson has nothing to prove, and he's not about to legitimize someone who tried to game the system. And honestly, who can blame him? Jake's rise has always been controversial. From YouTube prankster to headline fighter, he's carved out a lane that's blurred the lines between entertainment and sport. But this scandal is different. Testing positive for ostarine and 19-norandrosterone isn't just a minor PR hiccup. It's career-ending stuff. This kind of violation doesn't just get you a slap on the wrist. It can get you blacklisted. Not just from boxing, but from any chance at legitimacy in the sporting world. Let's be real. Jake's overnight transformation from social media star to knockout artist has always raised eyebrows. You don't just pack on muscle like that, score back-to-back knockouts, and look like a beast in the ring without something sketchy going on. This isn't a Hollywood montage. Real boxers grind for years to reach that level. And now the truth is out. The shortcuts, the enhancements, the carefully crafted image. It's all been exposed. Jake's empire was built fast. But with this scandal, it's unraveling even faster.
That's the one. Right hand. This may be it. Right hand. And he's down for a third.
I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids. So I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years.
And now with the news that Jake Paul tested positive for ostarine and 19-norandrosterone, everything finally clicks into place. That sudden muscle mass, those highlight reel knockouts, they weren't built through years of grind, sweat, and dedication to the sport. Nope, they were the result of shortcuts, plain and simple. Ostarine gave Jake the edge to rapidly pack on lean muscle, while 19-norandrosterone, a powerful anabolic agent, boosted his recovery and endurance, letting him go harder, hit stronger, and recover faster than a clean athlete ever could. It's a performance-enhancing cocktail designed to make someone look like a beast in the ring without putting in the real time. And now, Jake's paying the price. The suspension, the backlash, the canceled Tyson fight, it's all crashing down because of the choices he made. This isn't just a minor slip-up. These are banned substances with serious consequences, and it's rocked whatever legitimacy Jake had built in the boxing world. So that's the breakdown of the scandal. Wild, messy, and possibly career-changing. What do you think about all this? Was Jake always destined to crash like this, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you've got to say. Until next time, stay sharp, stay real, and peace out. Don't forget to like the channel, subscribe, and press the bell icon to stay updated with all the latest content.